Should Miyabi be tier 0.5? On the most recent update of Pridewind's tier list, Miyabi was recently removed from her throne in tier 0 to make space for Xuan and place her into tier 0.5 alongside having critical DPS and anomaly DPS become its own category. Rest in peace, sub DPS role. When looking at the reasons for why this could happen, there are a few major issues we need to talk about. Firstly is the nerf to mono ice, mainly the fact that freezing bosses is no longer possible. In earlier versions of Deadly Assault, a very common trick was to activate freeze just as soon as the boss went into stun to extend the stun gauge for longer and proc multiple strong disorders within this damage window. However, with recent bosses since version 2.0, this is no longer a viable option. Second, anomaly hate. Multiple version 2.0 and beyond bosses now have specific text within their bio which actively reduces how much damage they take from anomaly effects. This, alongside the frequency that they show up in each Deadly Assault, gives her less boss options to work with. Third, extremely high gear requirements. While on Pridewind it states they assume the best Wenjin is used, the issue is they also factor average community placement. This is a huge problem since Miyabi is arguably the hardest agent in Zenless Zone Zero to build optimally. From the gap in the damage from her Wenjin to the fact that she is the only agent who requires 5 perfect stats, being critical rate, critical damage, attack percent, and pen or anomaly proficiency. Not to mention knowing when pen ratio build is better than ice damage, it's hard for average players to understand unless you're a sheet wizard or use outside sources. This, coupled with the fact some players think Miyabi combos just consist of basic attacks into special, followed by her basic hold 3, leads to drastic differences in performance on Miyabi when compared to someone like Xuan, who has the expert tag by the way, but Miyabi doesn't. Just want to mention this. I mentioned this on a post in Twitter, please follow me, about how Haramasa has it, but now even more agents do, but Miyabi doesn't, which I find insane. But this isn't about what I think, more of just a hands-off view of what I think caused it. But the question is on to you. Now, what do you think caused Miyabi to drop to tier 0.5, and do you believe she deserves to be there, and why? If not, why do you think she should be placed back into tier 0? Don't forget to follow for more and help me reach my goal of 2K followers.